I never was a good builder. Looking at these ones make me sick, and probably most of you can understand that. If you don't know what you're looking at, that makes two of us. So today we're gonna be building my first ever village, where I will try to use what's left of my imagination and build something awesome. Let's see how it goes. First, I will go with the building, if you can call it like that, on the right. I would not bomb it down, right? I bomb it down till there is only a few pieces of the house left, and a couple of homeless, sad faces looking at me. Why? Don't worry, I'll build you a new one right up. I struggle a bit with the walls since I was not so smart to leave some stuff for me to get up on, or even build it. So yeah, and 1 and 2 and 3 and the house disappeared. Time to fill in the ground and make it nice and flat. I could never say that about women. Some NPCs get in my way, so I try to kill them. I mine out carefully calculated blocks out of my perfectly flat ground, and I started building a foundation. It was a bit crooked, but I fixed it right away. And while I was building, a boss spawned.
Hello, motherfucker.
What is this lot? As soon as I start recording, bosses start showing up. Boss is done, back to building. I make a foundation out of fences and stone slab. I wanted to make something different from the ground, doing supports with the fences too, for it to look more realistic and better. This will probably be the shape of my first house. It kinda looks like a church, I don't know, but I'm probably gonna need to visit one after this episode is done. I was experimenting a lot with walls. I could not decide which one to use, so I fused most of them together. It does not look the greatest, but I still like it, since it's the first building that was different from those wooden boxes that I used to build. After that, I moved to do something with the corners. I wanted to make some kind of supported corners. I guess it could have came out worse. I always made 1-layer houses, but what about 2 or 3-layer houses? I never tried it before, and I think it looks better on some buildings. It does not look that skinny. I used lime mahogany wood around it, and I finally decided to start installing the lights, so me and you guys can see better. It's funny how invested I was in these buildings. Time was flying by. Made a triangle roof, but I still think I'll change it in the near future. Got into a sticky situation once again with the slime rain. Next on was the little guide's house. I did not break it right away. Once again, I started with the foundation. Tried to make some weird looking shapes around to make it look more aesthetic. Once again, working with 2 layers of wood. The problem was that the building next to it was in the way, sadly, but I'll get to it sooner or later. Now it's time to make supports for the house, and it finally started looking like a house. Started installing walls, stone walls over here, palm walls over here, cut out some windows. I did not know that I need real windows for NPCs to start living there. Made a 3rd layer on the roof with some stone slabs. It kinda was a struggle to put them there, and I think I forgot to install a chimney. Did a detour in hell to get a lot of furniture from there, got some nice lights, tables, chairs, and the house is looking more fire than ever. Please don't roast my buildings. Here, I'll give you this piano. It's time to move to the big old firebox and finally destroy it. I promise I did not cry while I was destroying it. It still was my first so-called house, and NPCs love to live here. I got so many memories here. My house is destroyed, and it's finally time to make something beautiful. Made some random shapes once again. Forgot about foundation, so moved there afterwards. Made a big mess and got a good laugh from it. Since I blocked the way to my chest with so-called supports. Decided to get some stone walls and make supports out of palm fences. It looks good in my eyes. Filled in the room with walls, made few windows. And it was time to move on to the roof. It looked bad at first, but I kinda got used to it. Made a chimney and a balcony with a little fence. My imagination is still running wild. I put some tables and chairs to the house and of course lights. I decided to use palm tables and mahogany chairs for it to look a bit different than the other houses I'm gonna make. Then for the next hour I struggled with the corners I was trying to make. I don't know, I was just so obsessed with it that I could not let it slide. Finally learned about windows and that they are made the same as in Minecraft with just sand. I'm glad I did not need anything else for it. It's time to fill in all the windows. Moved on to the final building, the man cave, where I will probably gonna live with my fellow 7 dwarfs. But I ran into some trouble. The blood moon. A lot of monsters started spawning, barging into my houses to kill NPCs. I got introduced to a clown that is not me, and we did not start our friendship so well. While I was fighting for my NPC lives, other NPCs were just comfy in their houses, drinking tea and not giving a damn about me. As I finally wanted to finish the cave, but after the blood moon, pirates came. Few pirates later, I installed stone walls and live wood for supports. Made 3 rooms over there. Put my golden table and chairs.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. King in the castle, king in the castle.
And started setting up the lights. And I guess that's it. For the final touches, I made a fence and decided to build it in all my village. It's not much, but I still like the details. Maybe I'll add a tree or 2. I guess that's it. I built a little village for my NPCs to live in. I'm really proud of my progress so far. It's been a blast. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you on my next weird episode. See ya.